Hi, I would like to share with you the scriptures from the book of Judges. It's chapter 14. I'm going to start with verse 1. And Samson went down to Timnath, and he saw a woman in Timnath with the daughters of the Philistines. And he came up and told his father and his mother, and he said, I have seen a woman in Timnath with the daughters of the Philistines. Now, therefore, get her for me to wife. And then his father and his mother said unto him, Is there never a woman among the daughters of your brethren, or among all my people, that ye go to take a wife of the uncircumcised Philistines? And Samson said unto his father, Get her for me, for she pleased me well. But his father and his mother knew not that it was of the Lord that he saw an occasion against the Philistines, for at that time the Philistines had dominion over Israel. Then Samson went down, and his father and his mother, to Timnath, and came to the vineyards of Timnath. And behold, a young lion roared against him, and the Spirit of the Lord came mightily upon him, and he rent him as he would have rent a kid. And he had nothing in his hand, but he told not his father or his mother what he had done. And he went down and talked with the woman, and she pleased Samson well. And after a time he returned to take her, and he turned aside to see the carcass of the lion. And behold, there was a swarm of bees and honey in the carcass of the lion. And he took thereof in his hands, and went on eating, and came to his father and his mother, and he gave it to them, and they did eat. But he told not them that he had taken the honey out of the carcass of the lion. So his father went down unto the woman, and Samson there made a feast, for so used the young men to do. And it came to pass when they saw him that they brought 30 companions to be with him. And Samson said unto them, I will now pour forth a riddle unto you. If you can certainly declare it to me within the 7 days of the feast, and find it out, then I will give you 30 sheets and 30 changes of garments. But if you cannot declare it to me, then you shall give me 30 sheets and 30 changes of garments. And he said unto him, Put forth your riddle, that we may hear it. And he said unto them, Out of the eater came forth meat, and out of the strong came forth sweetness. And he could not in 3 days expound a riddle. And it came to pass on the 7th day that they said unto Samson's wife, Entice your husband, that he may declare unto us the riddle, lest we burn you and your father's house with fire. Have you called us to take what we have? Is it not so? And Samson's wife wept before him, and she said, You do but hate me and love me not. You have put forth a riddle unto the children of my people, and you have not told it me. And he said unto her, Behold, I have not told it to my father or my mother, and shall I tell it to you? And she wept before him in the 7 days, while their feast lasted. And it came to pass on the 7th day that he told her, because she lay sore upon him, and she told the riddle to the children of her people. And the men of the city said unto him on the 7th day before the sun went down, What is sweeter than honey, and what is stronger than a lion? And he said unto them, If you had not plowed with my heifer, you would not have found out my riddle. And the Spirit of the Lord came upon him, and he went down to Ashkelon, and he slew 30 men of them, and he took their spoil, and he gave changes of garments unto them, which expounded riddle, and his anger was kindled, and he went up to his father's house. But Samson's wife was given to his companion, whom he had used as his friend. Now, those scriptures right there are talking about an incident that happened in Samson's life. This is basically the start of Samson's fight against the Philistines, which had dominion over Israel for 40 years, and God had raised up Samson to be Israel's judge and champion for that time. He was raised up to be a Nazarite, and he saw a woman in Timnath among the Philistines, and he tells his father and mother, I want her as my wife." And his father and mother said, "Is there never a woman among your own people, or among any any of your own brethren, that you desire to get this woman from among the circumcised Philistines?" I mean, they had a problem with Samson fraternizing with the enemy. Just, but Samson is like, "Get her for me because she pleases me well," and they did not know that this was he did this because the Lord was seeking an occasion against the Philistines, and when Timnath together, and the lion leapt up at Samson and tried to kill him, and Samson is like ripped the lion in pieces, and I mean he didn't tell his father or mother what he had done, and he talks to the woman. She pleased him well, and then he went back to take her and marry her, and he sees in the carcass of a lion a swarm of bees and honey, and he goes to the carcass of the lion. He scoops up the honey and starts eating it. I mean he breaks one of the things that Nazarites are not supposed to do. They're not supposed to go near the carcass of any dead thing. I mean, and he eats he eats the honey from the carcass of the lion. He also gives it to his father and mother, and he doesn't tell them where the honey came from. And then wedding feast comes, and the Philistines give him like 30 companions to be with him, just like, and then he puts forth a riddle. Says to Philistines, if you can find out the answer to my riddle within 7 days of the feast, then I'll give you 30 linen sheets and 30 changes of garments. But if you cannot find out the answer to my riddle within the 7 days, then you have to give me 30 linen sheets and 30 changes of garments. And they said to him, a challenge accepted, pour forth the riddle. And he basically says, out of the eater came something to eat, and out of the strong came something sweet. And they could not, within 7 days, find out the answer to the riddle, because the riddle was answer to the riddle was something that only Samson knew, and he wasn't going to tell anybody. And since they were getting desperate near the end of the 7 days, and they just I mean, they realized that Samson was going to clean them out. They go to Samson's bride and basically threaten to kill her and her father if she doesn't go to Samson to find out the answer to the riddle, and just like and then Samson's bride turns on the waterworks and basically just cries for Samson. You don't love me, you hate me. I mean, you expound a riddle to my people and you haven't told me the answer to it. And he's just I mean, she just Samson has a weakness for women, as I told in a video about a few years ago. Her tears and her pleas finally got to Samson, and he basically tells her the answer, and she tells it to her people. And by the 7th day of the feast, they come up with the answer. And it says, what is sweeter than honey and what is stronger than the lion? And he ends up saying, if you have not plowed my heifer, you would not have found out my riddle. Basically saying that heifers or young cows are not normally used for plowing, so he's basically accusing them of cheating. Anyway, a bet's a bet. So Samson goes to Ashkelon, beats up a few Philistines, and he gets 30 linen sheets and 30 changes of garments to give to the Philistines over in Timnath, and he pays off his gambling debt, and he ends up leaving his bride being angry because she basically ratted him out to the Philistines. And while he goes away, the bride's father gives her to another man who was basically the best man at the wedding feast. So it gets even more it gets even more stranger for in the next chapter, which I'm going to share tomorrow if the Lord wills. So I hope you enjoyed this little this little tale that I told you from the Bible. So have a good day, and may God bless you.